Hello friend, myself Dr. Ravindra Pawar, teacher from Department of Chemistry, Ferguson College, Pune. We are discussing solid state. In today's lecture, we are going to defects and imperfections, point defects, types of point defects like stoichiometric point defect, impurity point defects, and non-stoichiometric point defects in detail. Let us see with the help of PowerPoint presentation. Now, crystal defects and imperfections. The real or natural crystal does not have a perfect crystal structures, right? Now, they have some disorders or irregularities in the stacking of atoms such as particles, molecules, or it may be any entities are there. They are irregular in stacking of atom ions are called as a crystal defects. Defects are created during the crystallization of solid, right? Whatever the nature of crystal defects, the solid are electrically always neutral. That means it does not carry any kind of charge, like positive or negative. So what are the factors affecting on imperfections? The first one is rate of crystallization. If we vary the rate of crystallization, maybe some defects can be imparts during the crystallization. The low rate or high rate can cause the defects in crystals. And second one is the temperature of crystallization. So that's why the optimum rate and optimum temperature is always better to synthesize a least defective crystal. It is important to note that some defects are intentionally created for to manipulating the desired properties of the crystalline substances. Very important. So student, during the research, when the scientist has synthesized some catalysts, most of the catalysts are a non-stoichiometric catalyst or stoichiometric catalyst. They always prepare some mixed metal oxides are there. Why? Because they want to improve the properties of that particular solid in order to carry out some selective organic transformations, right? So that's why this type of imperfections or defects are intentionally created to manipulating the desired properties of the crystalline substances. So now, then what are the defects, what are the imperfections are there, that we will discuss in details. There are three types of crystal defects are there: point defects, line defects, and plane defects. In this word, that is point, line, and plane, the meaning is there. Point defects means what? The defects which is associated with a single lattice point. What? The defect associated with a single lattice point called as point defects. While line defects means what? If the defect is associated with a complete row of lattice point, complete line of lattice point, that kind of defect is called as a line defect. While the plane defect is if complete plane, complete layer of lattice points are defective, then this type of defect is called as a plane defect. Now we are going to discuss the point defects in detail. These defects are irregularities produced in the arrangement of lattice points in a crystalline solid. That means, as I said, the defect which is associated with a single lattice point called as point defects. There are three types of point defects: non-stoichiometric point defect, impurity point defect, and non-stoichiometric point defects. Now we will discuss one by one. First one is stoichiometric point defect. We know, first you try to understand what do you mean by the stoichiometry. The chemical formula of the compound shows a fixed ratio of number of atoms or ion is called as stoichiometry. For example, sodium chloride made up of 1 Na plus ion, 1 Cl minus ion, 1 as to 1 is the stoichiometry of that ions in the molecule of sodium chloride, right? So stoichiometry is nothing but it is a chemical formula of the compound which shows a fixed ratio of number of atoms or ions is called as stoichiometry. In this defect, stoichiometry of the compound remains unchanged. Stoichiometry remains same. By keeping it constant, we are going to introduce the defects or imperfections. There are 4 types of stoichiometric point defects. These are the 4 types, that is vacancy defect, self-interstitial defects, then Schottky defect and Frenkel defects. These are the 4 types of point defects we will discuss one by one. The first one is the vacancy defect. In this particular figure, we have shown one crystal. In this diagram, that blue spheres are indicate the positions of lattice point. It may be atoms, it may be ions, it may be a molecule. Simply we can say these are the particles. In first row, there are 5 particles are there. In last row again 5 particles, but in second and third row only 4 particles are there. That means 1 particle from the second row and third row are missing. Because of that, the vacancy is created, right? So now the particle is missing from its regular sites in the crystal lattice. Because of that, the creation of vacancies takes place there. Now, due to that vacancy, the whole crystal is become defective or imperfect. That vacancy defect can also be developed when the substance is heated. If suppose any ideal substance is there, and if you heat it suddenly at high temperature, that is few particles can completely miss from their original sites and vacancy is created. That kind of defect is called as a vacancy defect. Due to that absence of particle, total mass of the crystal is decreases. Depends on how many particles are left their original sites. But the volume of that crystal is remains same. Hence, density of the crystal is decreases due to vacancy defects. Now, second defect is self-interstitial defects in chemical solids. Self-interstitial defect. Now, this is one picture. You can see in first row 4 spheres are there, in second row 4 spheres are there, third row 4 spheres, fourth row 4 spheres are there. There are 2 additional spheres are there, and that spheres are taking position in between the regular rows of spheres. That is called as a interstitial site. This particular site is called as a interstitial site. That means the space between the 2 lines of particles, right? If that space is occupied by the additional particle, when that space is occupied by the additional particles, then that kind of defect is called as a self-interstitial defects. When the same particle of the crystalline solid occupy the interstitial site in the crystal is called as a self-interstitial defect. This is the particle of same substance. This type of defect can be created by 2 ways. How we can create that particular defects? Now that we will explain. When an extra particle is occupied the interstitial space between the lattice point, the extra particle is of same type of the crystal solid. It should not be a foreign material. It should not be a particle of some another material. It should be a particle of same crystal, same substance. Now, second type of interstitial defect is in which the one sphere from their regular site get displaced, get delocalized and occupy the interstitial space. That means in this particular picture, this sphere is get dislocated from this position to that position. This is the original site. This is the original site. the spheres get displaced or dislocated in the interstitial site. This is the second type of interstitial defects. In second type of interstitial defect, a vacancy is created at original site. So it is also called as vacancy defect. And secondly, it is also called as interstitial defects. That means both type of defects are present in same solid, that is vacancy as well as interstitial defects. There is neither loss of mass nor gain of mass while volume remains constant. Hence, the density is always preserved in interstitial defects. Now, next one is the Schottky defect. Very interesting. The Schottky defect and the fourth one, Frankel defect, are shown by the ionic compounds. Right? Now, in this particular picture, you can see, as I said, it is only found in ionic compound, where equal number of cations and anions missing their original positions. See here, pink color sphere is indicate the position of cation, while the green sphere with negative sign indicate the anion. Right? Now, the one anion is completely missed from this particular position and one cation is missed from these particular positions. But that number of missed cation and anions should be always same. It means the vacancy is created at that particular place from the cations and anions get missed. So now the existence of two holes takes place due to loss of cation. Right? There are two hole formation, two vacancy formation takes place. Such a pair is called as a cation anion defect, or that defect is called as a Schottky defect. So conditions for the formation of Schottky defect is that ionic compound should have the high degree of ionic character. That means the electronegativity difference between the cations and anions should be very high. Second, the coordination number should be very high. Right? And the third one is small difference between the size of cation and anion. That means R plus upon R minus, radius of cation upon radius of anion, that ratio should close to unity. These are the conditions, then and then only that particular crystal can show a Schottky defect. And the last defect is Frankel defect. In Frankel defect, if you see in this particular picture, the cation, this blue small sphere is indicate the position of cation and this yellow sphere is indicate the position of anion, right? So now in this particular picture we can see the cation is get misplaced from this position and get shifted to interstitial space. Right? So now anion shifting is not possible because size of anion is always greater than that of the size of cation. That's why Frankel defect is found basically in ionic compound, but which ionic compound? Where cation size is much smaller than the anion size. So that's why anion is never get misplaced from their original points. Only cations get misplaced, dislocated, displaced from their original site and occupy the interstitial sites. Right? So that's why it is one kind of interstitial type of defect is there. Cation easily occupied in interstitial space as the size of cation is quite smaller. The density and chemical formula of the compound remains unchanged because there is no loss of any particle from the crystal. The crystal as whole remains electrically neutral. For example, zinc sulfide, silver chloride, silver bromide, silver iodide, calcium fluoride, etc. These are the examples of Frankel defects. Now, next point defect is impurity defect. Impurity defect arises from the foreign atoms. Impurity means something impure is there in the pure material. It may be atom, ions or molecules of different from the host atoms are present in the crystal lattice. There are two types of impurity defect: substitutional impurity defect and interstitial impurity defect. Right? Substitutional impurity defect and interstitial impurity defect. Now let us discuss the substitutional impurity defect. Substitutional impurity defect means, now in this particular picture, the red spheres, these are the spheres or particles of host material. This is the copper. While black sphere, these are the spheres of zinc, these are the spheres of foreign material. In this defect, the foreign atoms are present at the lattice point in the place of host atom, because the quantity of that foreign atoms are comparatively high. That means it is a substantial quantity is there, not more than the quantity of host material. It is substantially high. That means you can consider, you can count it 1%, 2%, up to 10% you can say. So that's why they always occupy the lattice points of the host atoms. The quantity of foreign atom or impurity is substantial. The regular atoms are replaced from their original sites by impurity atoms. You can see here the regular copper atoms are displaced by the zinc atoms. Example, solid solution of metal alloys. Brass is the alloy of zinc and copper, where copper it displays the original sites of zinc to form this particular alloy. This is called as a substitutional impurity defect, where substitution of particles of host material by the particles of foreign material. Second one is vacancy through oleovalent ion. Very interesting defect. You can see in this particular picture, this is sodium chloride, Na plus and Cl minus. Now, the one Na plus from this particular position get misplaced and vacancy is created in the crystal. One more Na plus is get misplaced from this particular point. That means total 2 Na plus get misplaced from this particular crystal. Out of 2 Na plus, one vacancy is fulfilled by a divalent metal ion like strontium. This is strontium. Strontium carries +2 charge. That means whole structure is become electrically neutral. Right? Whole structure is become electrically neutral, but vacancies remains there in the crystal. Right? This type of defect is called as a vacancy through oleovalent ion. When a small amount of strontium chloride impurity is added to NaCl during its crystallization, where Sr2 plus strontium ion oxidation state is +2, which occupies the regular site of only one Na plus host ion. In order to maintain the neutrality, strontium 2 plus ion removes 2 Na plus ions. But because of that, one vacant lattice site is created by removal of 2 Na plus ion. Right. So now the other site of Na plus ion remains vacant, which is shown in this particular figure called as vacancy defect. Interstitial impurity defect. This is second type of impurity defect. In this kind of defect, the percent of that impure substances is very, very less. Right? Secondly, the size of that impurity particles are very small as compared to the size of particles of host atoms. Hence, the particles of that impure substance can accommodate themselves in these interstitial positions or interstitial spaces. For example, stainless steel, where the percentage of carbon is very less in comparison of the iron one, so particles are accommodated themselves in the interstitial sites developed or which is present in between the ions particles or ion atoms. So now this is called as a interstitial impurity defect. In this particular defect, the particles of impure substance accommodate themselves in the interstitial positions. And these are the interstitial positions, right? Called as interstitial impurity defect. Now the third type of point defect that we are going to discuss, that is non-stoichiometric point defect. The non-stoichiometric point defect arises when the ratio of number of cations and anions are different from that of the indicated in chemical formula. right? Suppose chemical formula is AB, A1, B1, but actual formula is not A1, B1, but it is something other than A1, B1. That kind of defects are called as a non-stoichiometric point defect. We will discuss in detail with the help of few examples. The change in stoichiometry does not cause any change in crystal structure. It only affects the stoichiometry. There are two types of stoichiometric defect. One is metal deficiency defect. Second one is metal excess defects. So, what do you mean by metal deficiency defect? This is the oxide of nickel oxide you can show. This defect is only possible in the compound where metal shows a variable oxidation state. We know well the variable oxidation states are shown by the transition metals only, and that's why transition metal oxides are generally shows metal deficiency defects, right? So now in this particular oxide, that is positive metal ion is missing from their original lattice sites. See, this is Ni is always present in +2 oxidation state. Oxygen is present in -2 oxidation state. So one Ni2 plus ion from that pink position, this is one and this is another. Two Ni2 plus ions get missed from their original lattice points, which is occupied by the atoms of the same element with higher oxidation state, that is Ni3 plus ion, right? The extra negative charge, which extra negative charge? When two Ni2 plus ions get removed or misplaced, that extra negative charge is stabilized by the two Ni3 Ni atoms with 3 oxidation state. So now in this compound NiO nickel oxide, one Ni2 plus ion missing, creating a vacancy at its lattice sites. The deficiency of 2 positive charges is compensated by 2 Ni3 plus ions. The composition of NiO becomes Ni 0.97 and oxygen 1.0 instead of Ni 1.0, oxygen 1.0. So that is loss of 0.03 of Ni is because of this vacancy, right? We have removed the one Ni with +2 oxidation state, this Ni with +2 oxidation state, and the charge is compensated by substituting another 2 Ni2 plus by 2 Ni3 plus atoms. So whole substance is become electrically neutral, but the actual quantity of Ni is decreases by 0.03. Hence, the stoichiometry of that compound is become Ni 0.97, oxygen 1.0 instead of Ni 1.0, oxygen 1.0. Right? Now, next one is metal excess defect. There are two types of metal excess defect. A neutral atoms or extra positive ion occupies the interstitial positions. In this particular defect, now see, this is zinc oxide. During the synthesis of that zinc oxide, if zinc atoms can get added additionally or extra, which occupies the interstitial positions. While in second case, this is a zinc oxide. This zinc oxide, extra zinc oxide particle get oxidized to Zn2 plus along with the emission of oxygen gas and 2 extra electron. That 2 extra electron and zinc ion occupies the interstitial sites, right? Either neutral atom or positive ions creation takes place that occupies the interstitial side. The extra Zn2 plus ion and 2 electron get trapped in interstitial sites. In both this picture, that is extra zinc atom is present in the crystal, so that of course the formula will not be zinc oxide, but it should be Zn1 plus X oxide 1 plus 0. So additional X, this is the additional part of X. It may be in the form of neutral atom or it may be in the form of its ion. Now by anion vacancy, that is F center formation, or that is called as Forbin center. Very interesting, that is a defect is that this type of defects imparts the color to the colorless crystal. That's why these are called as a color producing defect. When sodium chloride crystal is heated in the atmosphere of sodium vapors, the sodium atom get deposited on the crystal surface. Suppose this is sodium chloride. If you heated it in the sodium vapor atmosphere, the sodium atom get deposited over the surface of this sodium chloride crystal. Right. This sodium is having strong affinity towards the chloride ion. The chloride ion from this particular position gets shifted towards the surface, and it reacts with that sodium atom to form sodium chloride by release one electron. That released electron get diffused into the crystal and occupy the vacant site produced by the displacement of chloride ion. This position is occupied by the free electron. The anion vacant site occupied by the electron is called as a F center or color center. Sodium chloride shows yellow color due to the formation of F center. The crystal sodium chloride has excess of sodium. The non-stoichiometric formula is of NaCl is Na1 plus HCl 1.0. So now this is also one type of the anion vacancy called as Forbin center. Now along with that we have finished the solid state. Now in this particular chapter there are numericals is definitely asked for 3 marks. In MCQ again it can be asked for 1 mark also. There is very important topic we have discussed in solid state. So with the help of that you can imagine what kind of defects can be present in solid and how we can purposely impart the defect in order to manipulate the properties of that particular substance in order to carry out some, that is organic transformation. Generally in research, if you go through the research paper, you can see this type of mixed metal oxides with different chemical compositions. I hope you understand. So in this particular lecture we have finished the crystal defects and imperfections in details, as well as we have discussed about the various types of defects like point defects, types of point defects, non-stoichiometric point defects, impurity defect, stoichiometric point defects. In stoichiometric point defect we have discussed a different types of defect with the help of a specific, that is pictures, with the help of some chemical reaction. We have tried to simplify that particular concept. I hope you understand the each and every defect up to the F center formation. Thank you so much.